So, what's up everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler, and you're probably thinking to yourself, why do you have this 20th Century Fox logo? Like, what's up, dude? What's going on here? Why are you advertising 20th Century Fox? I'm not advertising 20th Century Fox. I'm not advertising anything. This is their movie, Predator. Okay? And I'm testing my Epson Home Cinema 2150. As you all know, I have two projectors. I have one that's BenQ HD 2550 4K HDR projector, and I have another one that's Home Cinema 2150 by Epson. Home Cinema 2150 is the model number. There's various different models. The one I have supports 3000 luminous lights, and that's a very good peak brightness of 3000 luminous light. And it also supports 3D technology. So you will need to buy a special type of Epson 3D pass-through 3D glasses to take the advantage of that. But nonetheless, it supports 3D. And the best way to experience 3D, honestly, it's on a big giant screen. As you all know how much I love this movie, I even have a nickname called Get to the Choppa on one of my Facebook's accounts. Which one is it? Anyway. And I wish I could play this movie, but I can't play it. If I do, you won't be able to see this video. This is the best I can do, is just pause the video and then talk about it. Please do keep in mind, this is a 1080p projector. But even with 1080p, here I am watching this movie, Predator, on Apple 4K TV. Even with 1080p, I'm still impressed in terms of quality. You know, the one thing you don't have to worry about with 3 LCD technology is that rainbow effect when you're filming it, you know. So what do I think about Epson Home Cinema 2150? I have tested it numerous times. It's just I'm kind of revisiting it and double checking on it. It's really bright. The one big bonus that you're going to be getting with this projector, which is $900. If you're lucky, you might get it for $800. But roughly it's $900. That's what you're looking at. One unique feature is the 3000 luminous brightness light, and it's really, really bright. I'm going to try to find like a really bright scene here in the jungle just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is one example right here. You look at Dutch, you look at Dylan, and then you look at in the background the jungle and the sun reflecting the leaves of jungles, forest, and it's really bright. However, I do notice that I'm losing a little bit of that detail. You know, on a big screen, 1080p, it's like, it's okay. You know, 8.3 million pixels need a bigger screen. This is why I always tell people why I got BenQ 4K HDR projector. I got it for two reasons. One, it's 8.3 million pixels. That represents that resolution much better on a big giant screen. You get to appreciate all that detail on a bigger screen. Okay, 1080p on a 155-inch projector, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's not going to be super detailed, but it's okay. You know, it's not going to be super sharp as opposed to you watching it in a 4K projector, but nonetheless, it's going to look good, you know. And you remember, you're paying $900 for this projector, and then you have to think about that BenQ, it's only $1,500. So wouldn't you rather add another $600 and have that 4K projector? Would you do that? Well, depends on how much you want that 4K and HDR on a big giant screen. If you're building a home theater, I say yeah, do it. And even here, you get to see just how bright it is. Maybe I can get a little bit closer. You have to remember, this is 155 inch, man. This is gigantic. All right. You see where the ceiling is and how far that other side of the wall is. So for a 1080p, okay, let me put it kind of in these words. Today I cannot speak. Home Cinema 2150, it's definitely the best 1080p 1080p Blu-ray projector that you're going to be able to get. I mean, your Blu-ray movie is going to look fantastic on this projector. The reason being, it's because it has that 3000 luminous light. BenQ only has 2200, but it's still pretty good for HDR. You know, I'm not complaining. However, with this one, it's really gonna make that picture pop from the wall. I mean, it's gonna be really super bright. All right, but you have to keep in mind, the brighter the picture is, the more light you're using, and your filter on 3LCD technology will have to be replaced. Okay. Now that's where your light is, and this is where the fan is blowing out that light, and this is where your filter is. Your filter, it's right here. This is where you have to change your filters. Okay, filter is right over here. How often should you change the filters? I would say depends on how often you're watching the movies. I would double check them like twice, every other week. I would double check on the filter, like every other week. So that's every bi-weekly, every 15 days, every 15 days I would double check bi-weekly, just to make sure that filters are not clogged up. Because if your filters are clogged up, then your lamp inside the 3LCD projector is gonna die, and then lamp, you can replace it, but it can be a bit expensive to get the new lamp, you know. Now, when I say expensive, I don't mean, you know, like $600 or something like that. Roughly 150, 160 bucks. That's what you're looking at, you know. Maybe 120. So, I don't know. I mean, if that's expensive for you, maybe, I don't know. But I'm just simply saying you should take care of your projector. You know, you guys have to have some understanding. When you buy a projector, you need to understand how a projector works. I'm going to have to do that video some other time where I'm going to talk about how to install it. But that video probably is going to be 1080p, half an hour or something like that, because I'm going to need more time to explain everything in detail. So that way you guys understand what you have to do when you have a projector. But this is just me revisiting Home Cinema 2150. I haven't revisited this projector, and look, it still looks great. Still looks great. I might do a comparison between the two. I might do that video maybe tomorrow, just to give you a comparison between the two, 1080p and 4K. So yeah, man, it's still good, you know. The Home Cinema 2150, if you can get it for 800, I say go for it. It's still gonna look great, but remember, you're not getting HDR. You're not getting that 8.3 million pixels, and I will do a comparison video where I'm gonna show you how much you're missing. You have to remember, on a bigger screen, you do notice how much you lose when you don't have that 8.3 million pixels and when you don't have that HDR. But one benefit here you're getting, like I said, it's that peak luminous light of 3000. And here you can see it even here, just like how bright this thing is. It's like super. Look how the ceiling, look how bright it is. It's very bright. And even here, look, man, look how bright that is, man. Like it's lit up the entire screen. So there you have it, guys. It's just a quick video. It's filmed in 4K. I'm just revisiting this to see how it looks again. That's all.